Yeah, angry, frustrated, disappointed. I think, obviously, um, just miles off it today. There's no excuses. No, I don't know. I don't know the reason for it. Just miles off the standard required, and just in terms of the ugly side of the game. To be honest, not even before I even talk about the quality on the ball, just the other side that should be a given. I just thought was miles away today from all of us.
Yeah, they scored early, which gave you plenty of time to get back into it, but it just seemed to be really flat.
Yeah. Yeah, first goal, just second balls, which I thought they were on top of us all game, but that's what you expect, and that's what, like I say, it should be a given. And they go 1-0 up, and then they get a penalty, and then the set piece, and it's just everything that went wrong could have went wrong, and I thought they were brilliant. Fair play to them. And we've got a real challenge on our hands, I think, now. Yeah.
How concerning is it when the managers mention it, you've mentioned it, just the basic side of the game of just fighting for it? How much of a concern is that as you, as an experienced player, as captain?
Yeah, man. Like I don't mind if people have a bad game. Like I'll have a bad game. I'll kick the ball off the pitch plenty of times. But it's just the fight and the desire that. If someone questioned that out of me, that's what probably hurt me the most. So I think for us to question ourselves on it, it needs to be a turning point. Really, it needs to be a real discussion between ourselves. Because I thought initially my overriding feeling from the game at the minute is that probably before anything else.
You have Celtic here in midweek next as well. I mean, in some ways, is that the perfect game for you to bounce back from this?
Yeah, I think at any game, I think probably a game a few days later is probably the best scenario, because the longer you get to stew on that, the worse you feel, I think. So it kind of forces your hand in terms of getting in, covering the game, having a discussion between ourselves, knowing where we went wrong, and trying to get back on track. So yeah, and like I say, Celtic being a big game here at home, hopefully it'll be a good reaction from us.
Because you'll be hurting as well after they dropped points today.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, to be honest, I've literally not even given them a thought. So, you know, it's hard for me to comment on Wednesday and what we can do and stuff like that. But yeah, I suppose a game quite quick is probably the best case.
I've heard a lot of players over the years say, players will have a discussion or a chat. How does that actually work? Is it without the coaches? Do players go and have a proper sit down at lunch or something where they tell?
It can, yeah, it has happened. Yeah, players have meetings in the past. The manager and the coaches here, we always have, no matter what game it is, no matter the result, the performance, we always have a very thorough debrief. The coaches work really hard in terms of the analysis of games and stuff. So that'll happen straight first thing in the morning when we're in. So
you talk about it being a challenge. Is it just kind of lifting the belief again and the confidence and getting back to
yeah, it's a bad day. Obviously, it's a dreadful first half, and we're just making it so hard for ourselves at the minute. But we've still got a chance. You put a couple of wins together, it can look a lot different, the league. So we've brought in real quality in the window and stuff. A big turnaround. There's been massive change. No excuse whatsoever in terms of bedding the players in and stuff like that, because like I said, the first half I didn't really think it was anything to do with that, but we've got plenty of talent and quality throughout the squad to turn this form around what we're in at the minute, coming into a huge part of the season, really.
Having been through it yourself, can you kind of tell the new guys, this is what happens when you come to the Scottish Premiership?
Well, I think if they didn't know, then there you go. Do you know what I mean? That you come up against a team who are very well organised, who are going to fight and scrap and graft for everything, which, like I say, it should be a given. But this is that is the standard. That is the bare minimum that teams do up here. So if they didn't know before, then there's absolutely no questions now.